Hello, I'm Emma. And today, I want to talk about the single most radical, simple, and yet amazingly difficult thing you can do. It's not about finding your purpose or achieving your dreams, not yet. It's about laying the groundwork for all of it. It's about learning to be a friend to yourself, to love yourself. And I know that phrase, love yourself. It can sound so cliché. It sounds like a luxury, like scented candles and bubble baths. Or it sounds selfish, like you're ignoring everyone else to just stare at your own reflection. But that's not it. Not at all. Think of it this way. Imagine you have a plant, a little seedling. You want it to grow, to bloom. What do? You give it water, sunlight, good soil. You wouldn't stand over it and yell, grow faster. Your leaves are the wrong shape. Look at that other plant, it's so much taller. That would be absurd. You'd kill it. And yet, so often, that's exactly how we treat ourselves. We are the gardener, and we are the plant. And we are yelling at the plant. Loving yourself isn't about arrogance. It's about being a good gardener for your own life. It's a strange thing to be a human. We are the only creature, as far as we know, that can think about itself. We have this awareness, this consciousness that can turn back and look at itself. And with that comes this incredible ability to judge ourselves, to tell stories about ourselves. We don't just experience being shy, we tell ourselves, I am a shy person. We don't just fail at a task, we tell ourselves, I am a failure. We build an identity out of our thoughts and our mistakes. And we become a character in our own story, often a character we don't particularly like. I want to invite you to do something a little different. Just for a moment, I want you to imagine that you are not the main character in your story. You are the author, the narrator, the one holding the pen, the character named you down there on the page. They have their struggles, their bad days, their moments of triumph. But you, the author, you have a broader view. You see the whole arc. You have compassion for that character. You want to see them learn and grow and find a little peace. Loving yourself is stepping into that role of the author. It's shifting from being lost in the drama to being the compassionate witness of the drama. It's a quiet revolution. It happens in the smallest moments. Like this morning. I woke up, looked in the mirror, and my first thought was, you look tired. Just a simple observation, right? But it wasn't just an observation. It was a critique. It had a sigh attached to it. A little pinch of disappointment. The old me would have just nodded and carried that feeling all day. A low-grade annoyance with my own face. But the new practice, the love yourself practice, is to catch that thought. To hear it. And then as the author, to gently edit the line. To look at that tired face and think, ah yes, we didn't sleep so well last night, did we? Let's make a gentle day. No drama. No judgment. Just a gentle adjustment. A kindness. It sounds so small. Almost silly. But these tiny edits change the entire story. We are so trained to believe that criticism is what makes us better. That being hard on ourselves is a form of discipline. We think our inner critic is our coach, pushing us to be faster, stronger, smarter. But is it? Really? Think about the last time you truly learned something difficult. To play an instrument. To speak a new language. Do you learn best when your teacher stands over you yelling, you're stupid. You'll never get this. That note was wrong. Of course not. You'd freeze. You'd give up. You learn best with a teacher who is patient, who points out mistakes with kindness, who celebrates small victories, who believes you can do it even when you don't. Why then do we appoint the cruelest, most impatient teacher imaginable to live inside our own heads? And we expect this to work? The ancient Greek philosopher Socrates said, know thyself. It was inscribed at the temple of Apollo at Delphi. For centuries, people have thought it meant to understand your strengths and weaknesses. But I think it goes deeper. To know thyself is to befriend thyself. To sit with yourself, all parts of you, the good and the bad, with curiosity, not condemnation. Because here's the secret. You cannot hate yourself into a version you love. You can't. It's a paradox. Hatred, even mild dislike, is a contractive energy. It closes you down. It makes you small, afraid to try, afraid to be seen. Love is an expansive energy. It opens you up. It makes you brave enough to try, to fail, to get back up. You grow not from a place of I am not enough, but from a place of I am worthy of the effort. Let me tell you a story. A simple one. A few years ago, I decided to learn how to cook. Not just follow a recipe, but really cook. And I was terrible. I'd burn things. I'd undersalt or oversalt. I'd make a mess. My inner critic had a field day. You can't even follow simple instructions. It would sneer as I stared at a pan of scrambled eggs that looked more like gray rubber. What a waste of food. I'd eat my sad meal feeling defeated. One day, after another failure, a soup that tasted like salty water, I just sat down at the table. I was so frustrated with myself. And then I had a thought. It was so quiet, so different from the yelling. It said, "Well, you're trying. That's something." That was the author's voice. The gardener's voice. The next time I cooked, I changed the story. Instead of I have to make a perfect meal, the goal became, I am going to pay attention to the colors of the vegetables. I am going to enjoy the sound of the sizzle in the pan. I made a simple pasta. I burned the garlic a little, but instead of the critic's roar, I heard the author's whisper. Garlic cooks fast. We'll remember that for next time. It tasted okay, but I felt completely different. I felt peaceful. I was learning, not through self-flagellation, but through self-compassion. The cooking didn't magically become perfect, but the experience of cooking transformed. It became play, not a test. And slowly, over time, I actually became a pretty good cook. Not because I punished myself into it, but because I gave myself permission to be a beginner. This is the heart of it. Permission. We walk around with this invisible list of rules for ourselves. I should be more productive. I should be happier. I should have my life together by now. We treat ourselves like overdue library books, accumulating fines every day we aren't perfect. Loving yourself is about granting a universal amnesty. To look at that list of shoulds, and gently, with a smile, tear it up. The modern teacher and psychologist Carl Rogers talked about unconditional positive regard. It's a term from therapy. It means offering complete support and acceptance to a person, no matter what they say or do. He believed it was essential for growth. Can you offer that to yourself? Unconditional positive regard? Not, I will accept myself when I lose weight, or get the promotion, or find a partner. But now, as you are, with the messy room, the anxious heart, the dreams that feel too big. It's the ultimate act of rebellion in a world that is constantly telling you you're not good enough as you are. It's saying no. I am worthy of my own friendship right now. So how does this look in the messy reality of a Tuesday? It looks like dialogue. A real, internal conversation. Let's practice one. A common scenario. You make a mistake at work. You send an email with a typo to the whole team. The old automatic script goes like this. Critic voice. Oh, brilliant. You idiot. You can't even proofread a simple email. Now everyone thinks you're careless and unprofessional. You've ruined your reputation. You feel a hot wave of shame, anxiety. You want to hide. You spend the day distracted, replaying the mistake, feeling sick. It's in every little moment. When you look in the mirror, instead of I hate my nose, you think, this is the nose my family has. It connects me to my grandfather. When you're tired and need to rest, instead of I'm so lazy, you think, my body is asking for replenishment. I will listen. When you feel sad for no reason, instead of what's wrong with me, you think, a wave of sadness is passing through me. I will sit with it kindly until it passes. You become a sanctuary for your own heart. This isn't narcissism. Narcissism is an obsession with a polished, perfect image of yourself. It's fragile. It needs constant feeding from the outside. This is the opposite. This is about seeing the real you, the flawed, beautiful, complex you, and embracing it. It creates a solid inner foundation, so that when praise comes, you can receive it without desperate need. And when criticism comes, you can evaluate it without being destroyed by it. You are no longer a ship tossed by every wave of opinion. You become the ocean itself, deep and vast, able to hold the waves without being changed by them. The poet Rumi wrote, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." Loving yourself is about turning towards your own wounds, not with a scalpel to poke them, but with the light of your own attention. To say, "This hurt is also part of my story. I will make space for it." It means that your past failures, your embarrassments, your heartbreaks, they are not evidence against you. They are the chapters that have shaped the character. The author understands that a character without challenges, without flaws is boring. They have no depth, no wisdom. Your struggles have given you texture. They have given you your voice. So when you find yourself cringing at a memory from 5 years ago, that old humiliation, you can, as the author, finally close that book. You can say, "That was a hard chapter for our character. They felt so alone. But look, they survived it. And it taught them about resilience." You can place it on the shelf, with respect, instead of letting it sit open on your desk, stabbing you every day. This is the work. Moment by moment. Thought by thought. It is choosing softness over hardness. Curiosity over judgment. It is speaking to yourself in the tone you would use with a beloved friend who is struggling. It is treating your body not as a problem to be fixed, but as a faithful animal that carries you through this life, deserving of care and gratitude. It is realizing that you are not a project to be completed. You are a living, breathing, ever-unfolding mystery to be experienced. And the most amazing thing happens when you start to do this. This quiet, internal shift begins to change everything on the outside. You have more patience for others because you're not using up all your patience battling yourself. You take smarter risks because failure is no longer a verdict on your soul. You attract healthier relationships because you are no longer begging others to give you the love you refuse to give yourself. You stop looking for a mirror in every other person, hoping to see a good reflection. You become the source of the reflection. So, as we sit here now, in this quiet space of words and ideas, I want to invite you to try the simplest thing. Put your hand on your heart. Feel the beat. Steady, reliable, keeping you alive since your very first breath. It has never stopped working for you. Even when you didn't love yourself. Even on your worst day. That heartbeat is a promise. A rhythm of life that is uniquely yours. Listen to it for a moment. And in your mind, or in a whisper, say this one sentence to yourself. Not as a character, but as the author. Say it with the kindness you would offer to a child. I am here. And I am learning. And that is enough. Let the words settle. This is where it begins. Not with a grand gesture, but with a single, gentle acknowledgement. A turning of the light towards your own inner world. A decision to be the gardener, not the storm. To be the author, not just the character. To build a home for yourself within yourself. A place of unconditional welcome, where you are always, and without exception, allowed to simply be. From this place, everything else becomes possible. Ok bye.